All right, so now let's take a look at the document and kind of get into the nitty gritty of it. There's a lot going on this sheet, so at first glance, this might be a little bit overwhelming. But really, when you pull it apart, it makes perfect sense, and it's really a big tool that can help you grow and develop as a teacher. So first, let's look at the domain. Remember, I said that's the big puzzle piece of this whole framework experience. So this is domain one, planning and preparation. So we know right off the bat that this page here is referring to things that happen outside the classroom, before the lesson. So how prepared the teacher was and what went into the planning of this lesson. All right, next we can look at the component right here. So this is looking at knowledge of content and pedagogy. Okay, so now we can take some of that, and we know that what that means, right? Are they demonstrating that they themselves, the teacher, understands the content, right? So if they're teaching it in a way that you think, wait a second, I don't know that they understand this information themselves, well, then that would mean that that teacher would be scored a little bit lower. The elements here, these show some of the subcategories within the component. Now, the performance level, this is a big one here. So this is when the principal, or in our case, me, your professor, comes in and evaluates your teaching. You're going to get a score, and it's going to be of one of these four levels. So exemplary would be the best. That would be just absolutely outstanding teaching. Then there's accomplished and developing, and then there's ineffective. We want to steer clear of ineffective, but STEP students tend to be in the developing category most of the time, and sometimes move up to the accomplished. Very rarely would you see a STEP student at the exemplary level. That's just not something that's really appropriate for our experience at this point. So if you're someone that loves to get 100% on all your assignments and an A plus and a gold star, well, just know that this is a growth experience and you will get there. But it's not likely that you would meet all of the criteria needed for an exemplary, sorry about that, an exemplary lesson at this time. All right, so when we look under these four categories, the performance levels, you can see what you would need to showcase in order to get to that level. So it's a helpful rubric and essentially a roadmap, which helps you understand what you need to do to get to improve, right? So a developing teacher would show some familiarity with the concepts. The plans and practice indicated some awareness, but maybe not the depth of knowledge that an accomplished teacher would have. The indicators here are those main points that will help a principal or evaluator determine where you fall. So it's simply circling, this one or that one, and that would help determine which level you're at. These critical attributes here are really important details, again, to help highlight which performance level your teaching is reflective of. So take some time and look through these carefully because this is how you'll be evaluated from this semester on throughout your entire teaching career.